We talked about Friday Night SmackDown tonight, but we also ran down the news regarding WrestleMania 42. It might not be happening in New Orleans after all. Las Vegas.
Yo, what's poppin', y'all? How y'all feeling? Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode, to a brand new video of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Turner, and I got y'all covered on the Friday Night SmackDown post-show review and analysis for 10 minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go a little bit more than 10 minutes. I'm going to be talking about SmackDown in the first portion of the video. The second portion, I need to take y'all on a deep dive. In my opinion, I seen everything today. I got my notes ready to go. You feel me? On this WrestleMania news. What the fuck's WWE doing, man? I'm going to detail everything. I'm going to give you guys my unfiltered opinions on it in the second half of the podcast. But let's get right into the Friday Night SmackDown post show.
Welcome to... You're listening to the Wrestling Takeover.
What is your name?
With your host, Jordan Turner, who's always going to keep it real.
Come on, King.
Inside and outside the ring.
Let me make myself clear.
He's got the fans behind him, King.
It's time to take over, King.
Are you ready?
He's all fired up now, King. The Takeover.
Let's go.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Wrestling Takeover podcast, brand new video of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. We're going to be talking about Friday Night SmackDown. I thought Friday Night SmackDown was pretty decent for what we got, for what we were presented. I thought Friday Night SmackDown was pretty decent. How y'all feeling, first of all? How y'all feeling out there, man? Be sure, before we get right into it, be sure to subscribe to the Wrestling Takeover podcast if you guys are listening to it on Apple Podcasts. If you guys are listening to it on Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, y'all know the fucking vibes, man. But YouTube, if you guys are listening to this audio on YouTube, man, this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the official YouTube channel, youtube.com/jttakeover/videos, man. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel. Like the video, number one. Like the video. Comment on the video. Let me know what you guys think about everything that I'm about to be talking about on today's video. I want to, read your guys' comments. I want to be responding to y'all comments, man. I want to get interactive with y'all, man. So keep the likes up, keep the comments going, man. Let's get that, let's keep the movement going on the Wrestling Takeover podcast, man. Word of mouth goes a long way. So like I said, be sure to subscribe to the Wrestling Takeover podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio/video podcast, man. Follow your boy on social media, on X at jttakeover, on IG at the Wrestling Takeover, man. Like I said, word of mouth goes a long way, bro. This video and this audio session is going to be more than 10 minutes, like I said earlier, before I drop my incredible intro. This is going to be more than 10 minutes. The first portion is going to be dedicated to Friday Night SmackDown. I'm going to give you guys my 2 cents on what I thought, like I said, was a pretty good episode of Friday Night SmackDown. And like I said, the second portion of the video, we're going to talk about WrestleMania. We're going to talk about all the news. I got all my notes ready to go. Okay. But before we get right into my thoughts on Friday Night SmackDown, if you are a new listener and you're finding the Wrestling Takeover podcast, like I said, if it's on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever, subscribe, comment, show me some love. You guys are going to be listening to a wrestling fan that is brutally honest with his opinions. I'm not one of these fucking fake people in the community that fakes his reactions and opinions. Nah, you're going to get it raw, in depth, unfiltered. You're going to get that honesty. You're going to get that truth on every single video. Every time you listen to it, man, every time you watch it, you're going to get that honesty. When it comes to talking WWE, bro, I'm one of the realest podcasters, one of the realest fans in the community, in the space that talks all things WWE. I talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. You're going to get all of that on the Wrestling Takeover podcast. That's number one. Number two, I'm the most creative podcast in the space, man. You're not going to listen to anybody that pitches more ideas than I do on, the Wrestling Takeover podcast within the wrestling space. I'm very honest with me. I'm very, I'm very nice. I'm very, respected and respectful. But I got to keep it real with my opinions, man. That's it. I got to keep it real with what I watch. We all watch the same thing. We just all have different views and opinions. And that's totally understandable. Now we got that out of the way, man. Let's talk about Friday Night SmackDown. We kicked things off with the women's qualifying match. We got my girl Julia. We got the United States champion, Zelina Vega. And we got the so-called queen, Charlotte Flair. The triple threat match was more about Julia and Charlotte Flair. I want to talk about Zelina Vega for a second. For me personally, I think Zelina Vega is great. You got to put people in these matches. I understand that. She's the United States champion, and she was the one that ate the pin. But she's the United States champ. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You get me? Like, what are we doing? I don't like that when the champions get pinned. That bothers me. But they had to put someone in here, and Zelina Vega was going to be the culprit to eat the pin. But it does not paint her as the United States champion in a very positive light. To eat the pinfall. Charlotte Flair was not going to get the pinfall. But Lord have mercy. I was pulling for my girl Julia, man. Been a fan of Julia. Been rocking with Julia, for many years now. So I was so happy that she was in this match. I was a little worried. It was the same thing with Roxanne Perez on Monday. I was worried that Becky Lynch was going to, pin and beat Roxanne Perez and qualify. Thank God we didn't get that. Thank God we didn't get this with Julia. Julia got the win. I'm happy. I'm a big fan of Julia. And Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, it's something that's very interesting to me. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of surprised I'm saying that with Charlotte Flair because most of what Charlotte Flair does, quite frankly, and I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, everything for the most part that she does not interest me whatsoever. I want this woman away from the world title scene, and she has been away from the world title scene. I don't know what she's doing with Alexa Bliss. I'm very fascinated to see where that goes because Alexa Bliss did qualify, but Charlotte Flair didn't. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to transpire. You feel me? So that's going to be real interesting to see where that goes for Charlotte Flair. Julia winning this match was perfect. Like I said, I was worried. I was worried that the creative was going to fuck up and give the win to Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch didn't need the win. Charlotte Flair don't need the win. Julia needs the win more. And I'm happy she got that. Now, I want to talk about what we are going to be potentially seeing next week. Actually, what we are going to be seeing next week. So, Naomi, Nia Jax, and Jade Cargill are going to duke it out next week for the qualifying match to advance to Money in the Bank. I look at the field and I'm thinking to myself, Nia Jax low-key can win that. Fuck, Jade Cargill can win that too. You feel me? They both can win that. You understand? But the right decision, the right call from a creative writing management standpoint. They made one tonight with Julia. WWE, don't fuck this up. Do not fuck this up. Naomi need to get that win next week. I don't give a fuck, nay, I don't give a damn how she wins. I need to see a 1, 2, 3 and Naomi advancing to Money in the Bank. Because let me talk to y'all for a second. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. All right, you look at the field of Money in the Bank. I'm going to give a more deep dive conversation when I do my preview predictions for Money in the Bank next week. So stay tapped, stay tuned on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen to a podcast. I will be doing a deep dive of Money in the Bank, but I kind of want to go behind the scenes of it and talk about, the women's Money in the Bank, because there's a lot of potential winners that we can get out of this thing. Julia, Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi. Those 5 ladies. Now, we don't know if Naomi's going to advance or not, but if she don't, social media going to go fucking haywire and they going to go crazy. You feel me? Like I said, guys, this is going to go over 10 minutes today because we got to talk about the WrestleMania stuff. So, yeah, this usually goes 10 minutes flat, but tonight, with what the news happened with WrestleMania, we're going to go over 10 minutes like I already have. So, but Naomi needs to advance next week, and Naomi needs to be a part of the Money in the Bank. And then you look at the field. If Naomi is involved, it's Naomi, it's Rhea Ripley, it's Roxanne Perez, it's Julia, it's Alexa Bliss. Those are the candidates to potentially win the Money in the Bank. Everybody wants Naomi to win that. People are pulling for Julia. People are pulling for Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, right? It's tough. It's tough. The women's Money in the Bank, I feel like, is the most unpredictable Money in the Bank that I think we've ever seen. It's so unpredictable. We don't know who's going to win, right? Julia winning was great. A lot of people want her to win. Hopefully Naomi advances and she's in, the Money in the Bank. So that's going to be real interesting. I can't wait to see how that is going to transpire. So I can't wait to see how that's going to go. This match was cool for what it was. It was cool. Charlotte Flair and Julia has some good chemistry here and there, but it was about Julia. It was about Julia and her post-match promo. Her English is really good. I feel like it's really good. It gets kind of sidetracked, I would say, from people. Her aura is great. She got that aura, real attractive in my eyes. Great in the ring. Her promo gotten way better. Still needs improvement, but it's gotten way better from where it was previously. And she's one of the favorites to win the women's Money in the Bank. And her talents to be involved in the women's Money in the Bank, we gonna cook, man. We gonna cook. So good opener, triple threat. Julia, she got the win. Let's get to the next match, man. We got Aleister Black. I almost called this dude Malachi Black. I'm tripping. Aleister Black versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight. Yep. LA Knight actually got this win. He pinned Nakamura. Now, I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to go crazy from what we got here. Now, you look at it face value. Number one, we knew Nakamura was going to get the pin. Pin. Rather, it was going to be Aleister Black or LA Knight. We all knew that person that was going to get the pin was Shinsuke Nakamura. And we got that. LA Knight is still over. That motherfucker is still over. LA Knight is actually one of the heavy favorites to win the Money in the Bank. And, I ain't going to cap. I mean, if he wins, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm not going to be mad about it because right now I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm going to keep it real. It's now or never for LA Knight to be in the main event scene and stay in the main event scene. It's all or nothing. You know what I mean? Not if he wins or loses, but just, I would say, the position, the momentum that LA Knight has. WWE fucked up on LA Knight the first time. Let's not fuck up on him twice now. You feel me? So LA Knight got the win. I like it. Aleister Black. People are already, he's buried, he's this and that. Y'all motherfuckers don't know what buried. Y'all don't know what that illustrates, bruh. Y'all just talk. We got a lot of clickbait niggas in the IWC, bro. Majority of y'all talk, right? You got the real ones like myself who have great knowledge, great perspective. We're not immediately just jumping the gun with shit. We see what it is and we analyze it. Is Aleister Black? See, I already called him Aleister Black. Or I Aleister Black is his real name. I'm tripping. Is Aleister Black buried? No, he's not buried. He's fine. Couple months later on in the year, let's kind of see where he is assessed. You feel me? So he'll be fine. Ain't nothing to worry about. Nakamura, his run in WWE, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it bang with y'all. His run in WWE, I've not really liked it at all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You know, his NXT days, top tier, bro. Top tier. Feel me? But just after that, it's like, it's ass, bro. It's ass. I'm gonna be real. It's ass. Not liking it. This new persona, this new character. I mean, I thought it was gonna be something crazy. Nigga, it ain't even all that, bro. It ain't even all that. I'm just being honest, okay? LA Knight got the win. It was great. Aleister Black, he'll be just fine. Nakamura, yeah. Let's move on. Let's talk about the other match that took place tonight. This was the Street Profits versus Fraxium. Bro, Fraxium is fucking beast, bro. Like, they dope as hell. I've been telling people, bro, Fraxium's the real deal. They are a fucking great tag team. Bruh, they're incredible. They're incredible, bro. Shout out to Fraxium. Y'all are killers. Y'all gonna be the next tag team champions sooner rather than later. I can't wait to see that. The Street Profits, what they doing with my boys? What they doing with my boys, man? You know, this heel run, really, is it a heel run? People want that Montez Ford singles run so bad. Y'all want this shit so bad. The match didn't even end on a technicality because the Wyatt 6 came out. And I want to talk about the Wyatt 6. I personally, for me, I've fallen off on the Wyatt 6. I'm happy they're back. They look like they have actual direction. Thank God. They've been out for too long. Injuries, whatever. I don't care how they were out. But they're back. Let's see where this goes. They're going after the tag team titles. They should have always gone after the tag team titles. Period. I'm happy. They ended the show. Crowd went crazy. Crowd was popping with it. Great for them. RIP. Wyndham Rotunda. We love you, man. So they're going to go after the tag team titles, man. That's great. Are they going to be the ones to beat the Street Profits? Maybe. We don't know. We'll see how that goes. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu, man. You know, a lot of people call me one of the realest in the community, bro. Like, I don't bullshit, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate those who actually call me that, man. If you know, you know. But they call me one of the realest in the community, man, when my opinions are just unfiltered, but just on the respectful level. You feel me? Jacob Fatu, this dude's on a different level, bro. When he talks, it's like, bro, it's tough. It's tough, man. He has that like gangsta type of respect, type of attitude. And people kind of tell me that I have that, which I do with the way I talk. But Jacob Fatu is just so genuine on the mic, man. It's you feel it when you listen to this dude. And JC, he ain't fucking with JC, bro. Shout out to Jeff Cobb. You feel me? He's gonna make a big splash in the WWE. Trust me. So Jacob Fatu is not vibing with JC at all. It kind of seems, from my point of view, it seems like Solo Sikoa is putting more of a priority on JC than Solo Sikoa. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I think we're going to get a rivalry between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa for the United States title. You follow me? I wouldn't mind that at all. I think that'd be a great undercard feud, maybe for SummerSlam, something like that. It's going to be pretty cool. We're going to get a Jacob Fatu versus JC match. I'm with it. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. Imagine if we got the Matanza, Jeff Cobb from Lucha Underground versus Jacob Fatu. You Lucha Underground fans, if you know, you know. JC was Matanza. That motherfucker was cold. That motherfucker was cold, bro. Imagine if we got that in Jacob Fatu. Come on, man. That'd be tough. That'd be tough. But it looks like we're going to get a Jacob Fatu and JC match brewing in the near future. Can't wait for it. I wonder if Jacob Fatu is going to accept JC when it's all said and done. I wonder if Solo's going to turn on Jacob Fatu or Jacob's going to get sick of Solo Sikoa's shit and turn on Solo Sikoa himself. Speaking of Solo Sikoa, you know, Solo Sikoa gets a lot of hate. He gets a lot of hate in the community. I like Solo Sikoa. You know, when he was talking on the mic at NXT, bro, he was just like Jacob Fatu, bro. Real, just raw, authentic. You feel me? Like he was a real dude on the mic, like when he talks. And then he started to have that charisma, that joke type of funny entertainment type of Solo Sikoa. We're getting back to that. And I really want Solo Sikoa to really get everything together. He's great on the mic, in my opinion. He's serviceable in the ring. He's serviceable. He's not bad. He ain't Jacob Fatu, but it's pretty good in the ring. I want everything to come together for Solo Sikoa, and it seems like slowly but surely things are actually coming together for Solo Sikoa. So I wanted to comment on that and give Solo Sikoa his flowers. He's been doing a good job so far. Can't wait to see where this goes. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and a rivalry and a feud between those two guys for the United States title. I'm with that. I'm with that 100%. Those are my thoughts on Friday Night SmackDown. It was a thumbs up show. I like where we're at. Money in the Bank needs to hurry up. I ain't gonna cap, man. These TV shows are just, boy, we're really in a lull period with WWE, man. I just genuinely feel it when we watch these shows. I want to end it with this before we get into the WrestleMania conversation, bro. Whew. Okay. I want to comment on this real quick before we get into that. Shout out to Naomi. Like, real talk. Outside of the women's Money in the Bank bullshit, outside of that, I'm talking about Trinity, Fatu, Naomi, her character development on the promo and her character. Naomi's one of the best things on the fucking show. Naomi is one of the best things on the entire show. Her presence. Beautiful, good-looking woman. Shout out to Jimmy Uso. Big Jim. You know what it is. But Naomi's incredible. The beauty. The promo. Character development. The women's Money in the Bank is going to be... It's going to be one of the hardest decisions that the WWE really could make. Roxanne Perez, Julia, Naomi, hopefully, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss. Man, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. A lot of people want Naomi. Naomi's doing the best work of her entire career, better than the run that she had with Team Bad and that heel run. This is way better than that. It's way better than that, man. Love Naomi. Shout out to her. You killing it. You doing the thing. Salute to Naomi, man, for real. We got John Cena returning next week, man. That's going to be interesting. You know, we got the R-Truth Saturday night's main event. I'm still depending on if I'm going to cover it tomorrow. I'll let Sean know on social media, on X at jttakeover and on Instagram at the Wrestling Takeover. I'm going to let y'all know if I'm going to cover it or not. If not, I'll tweet about it. I'll post it on IG, giving my opinion on it. But John Cena returns next week. Who is this motherfucker going to face next? That's the question. I don't know. I don't know who he can face. Cody Rhodes again? Maybe. It's a possibility Cody Rhodes is going to want his title back. So Cody Rhodes and John Cena at Money in the Bank. I don't know. That's going to be interesting because Money in the Bank is next week. So I don't know. Or 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now. So we might get John Cena's opponent maybe announced next week for SmackDown. Who knows? It's going to be interesting to see what happens with John Cena after Saturday night's main event. Andrade, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is not eating this pinfall. I'll tell you that right now. This is a triple threat qualifying match. I don't think Jacob Fatu needs this at all. He's feuding with Solo Sikoa, or it looks like. Jacob Fatu, in my opinion, doesn't really need this match. Now, if he was not champ, that'd be a different story. Carmelo Hayes got to get this win, man. You know, WWE is fucked up. I'm going to tell you that off rip, bro. Jacob Fatu is not eating this pinfall, so we know that. I don't think he's going to advance, but you never know. Solo Sikoa advanced, and we're going to get a tease between those two guys in a feud together. So maybe Solo Sikoa, helps Jacob Fatu. Or we kind of see JC kind of cost Jacob Fatu the match and to advance. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. But Jacob Fatu getting pinned, go fuck out of here with that. That's not happening. Carmelo Hayes needs to get this win. So that means Andrade got to eat the pinfall. Bro, what's going on with Andrade? I thought this motherfucker was supposed to come into SmackDown red hot and kill it. He ain't do shit on the main roster so far. He hasn't done nothing. It's terrible. 7 game series with Carmelo Hayes. Banger, 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 banger. That's great. But what's the stories, man? We're not getting that with Andrade. Carmelo Hayes. Man, people are real. I feel y'all, though. I feel y'all, like, real talk. I know people are impatient with Carmelo Hayes. They want Carmelo Hayes so... Like, they want that dude on top of the world now. Braun Breaker's on there, so why can't Carmelo Hayes? That's what people's perceptions of Carmelo Hayes is. He is him. He is him. You feel me? He needs to get this win. So Andrade's going to have to eat the pinfall. Sorry, bro. I really hope that Triple H is understanding of Carmelo Hayes, knows that he is that dude, and he gets this win next week. He's got to get the win. Period. Honestly, it's a must win for Carmelo Hayes, bro. This is the perfect opportunity for Carmelo Hayes to not only have a superstar, megastar performance, even though I know he's him for real, so he don't need no megastar type of performance. But for the casual viewers, he does need that superstar performance. And people want him to get a push, bro. People want him to get that singles push. So it's going to be interesting to see how that transpires. We got Bianca Belair returning. Maybe I've mentioned it already, whatever. If I did, so what? I'll mention it again. We need to get the EST of NXT. We need to get that Bianca Belair. I don't think I mentioned it, so I'm going to mention it now. Bianca Belair returns, cuts that fucking CM Punk shoot promo on the fans and turns heel. We need that shit. We need a EST of NXT black and gold OG version of Bianca Belair. We need that. I hope we get it. It's probably not going to happen, but I hope we get something like that with Bianca Belair coming back. Because people are getting sick and tired of this babyface run with, B. I'm not, but I would want Bianca Belair to turn heel. It's about that time, Shuddy. It's about that time. Montez Ford, Bianca Belair, heel couple. Come on, bro. Triple H, let's work that magic. Get that right in the room. Let's do that. Heel power couple. The Street Profits, they're already heels, obviously. And then Bianca Belair joins them. I've said that before. Let's get it working. Hopefully it happens. We'll see. Okay, guys. We need to get into this WrestleMania talk, bro. We got to get into this WrestleMania talk. I'm not going to go super long with it, but I really want to get my points across. So, this is very interesting, guys. So, WrestleMania. All right, let's get into this. WrestleMania news. WWE plans to hold WrestleMania in Las Vegas on a regular basis. What the fuck? So right off the bat, what? Let's get into it though. WWE is planning a significant strategic shift for its flagship event, WrestleMania, with Las Vegas now slated to become a frequent host city, according to the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter. This change in long-term planning follows the direction to move WrestleMania 42, originally scheduled for New Orleans, Louisiana. A lot of people were fucking pissed and shocked with this news, including your boy. I'm getting DMs all over the place. So you see this? You see this? You got to talk about this. You got to talk about that. Hold on, bro. I got y'all. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to give my unfiltered, unbiased, and just straight up real opinions on this. So let's continue. Dave Meltzer reports that the preference for Las Vegas is driven by key business practices for WWE's parent company, TKO Holdings. I'm going to stop there before I continue. You're going to get the realest fucking response right now. Simple, point blank, period. All right? TKO don't give a fuck about the fans, about none of that shit. Ticket prices continue to skyrocket. They will continue to skyrocket. You want to know why? Because people are going to pay for these tickets. They're going to pay for these tickets. Rather you want to hear that or not. There are fans out there that are going to continuously pay for these tickets. So TKO's mindset is, bro, why the fuck we going to stop doing that when fans are going to continue to pay for them? Now, is it fucked up? Man, hell yeah, it's fucked up. The economy where we're at now, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. And by the way, Triple H, y'all got to stop blaming Triple H. Triple H is all about the creative. That's it. Leave that man alone. He has nothing to do from a business perspective. It is all creative. That's it. COO, head of creative, whatever. He promotes the product here and there. He's the spokesman. That's it. Final calls, final decisions. That ain't on H. He's the creative, right? And he's the spokesman for the WWE. If you don't understand that, respectfully, I don't know what to tell you. That's the truth. That's number one. Number two, got to keep it real. TKO don't give a fuck about the fans. They want that money. They want that cheddar. They want that cheese. And the fans are going to continue to give TKO the cheese. Simple. You might not want to hear that. That's the truth. I'm not in agreement with TKO. What TKO is doing in their practice is some straight bullshit. But a lot of people are talking about TKO is the worst thing to happen in WWE. That might be true. But and I want to point this out. Before I continue, I want to point this out. Do not, I repeat, do not be surprised. All right? TKO wants to have WWE modelized their model like the UFC. I have said that so many times, and I will continue to speak on that. They want their model. TKO wants the WWE model to be similar to UFC. UFC is on Disney Plus. UFC is on ESPN Plus. Disney Plus too. Trust me and best believe. WWE are going to do the pay-per-view buy rates, the pay-per-views, similar to the UFC. Sooner rather than later. Trust me. TKO is doing what they did with the UFC, or what they're doing with UFC. They're doing it with the WWE. Simple. Okay? So I wanted to point that out before I continue reading this, okay? The strategy involves Las Vegas hosting WrestleMania on a, quote, regular basis, not necessarily every year, but frequently, potentially in years when the city isn't hosting other major events like the Super Bowl or the Final Four. While New Orleans WrestleMania 42 will be rescheduled for a future year, future year, my ass. WWE did this with SummerSlam, bro. I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all. This is the truth. I'm not trying to disrespect New Orleans and all this other shit. Triple H, spokesman, I know he didn't want to do this. He was cutting the, promo saying that, Money in the Bank is going to be in New Orleans. New Orleans don't want that shit. New Orleans don't want Money in the Bank. But y'all niggas going to have to deal with it. Y'all going to have to deal with it. So they going to get Money in the Bank. I remember, what was the city that won at WrestleMania and they got SummerSlam? Oh, New York. Right? Brooklyn, New York or something like that. Right? Or Indianapolis. Thank you. I'm good at memorization. Indianapolis. They won at WrestleMania. WWE said, we ain't doing that. But we'll give you SummerSlam. We'll give you SummerSlam, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. We know this. We know the game. We know how WWE operates. They want that cheddar. They want that cheese. Who is going to pay more for the WWE? Oh, you are? Okay, bet. We're going to go over there with you guys. And over here, we're going to give you guys Money in the Bank. We'll give you guys SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. Nah, we're going to go over here because these guys are paying more. It's business, bro. It's business one-on-one. Does it suck? Hell yeah, it sucks. Ticket prices skyrocketing. Bunch of bullshit. But it's the way of the land, man. The way of the land. WWE is modelizing their self like UFC, or TKO is doing that with the WWE like they are doing with UFC. The more you guys realize that, the better y'all understand, man. It is what it is. So they're going to reschedule, right? They're going to get Money in the Bank New Orleans in 2026 and UFC 318 in 2025 as part of an expansion multi-year agreement with TKO. Like I said, combination with the WWE and the UFC. You want one package. I'm telling y'all right now, off the rip, off the cuff. You can quote me on the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Jordan Turner said this. WWE is going to go to ESPN. There's no way they don't do this when they're already combining the events already. Okay? WWE, ESPN Plus, UFC, they're going to combine the bundles, bro. When they have a super event of UFC, shout out to UFC. I do watch UFC. When they have a UFC event, they are going to combine a WWE event with the package of UFC. Now, UFC's on Saturdays. WWE's on Saturdays too. They might switch their shows to Sundays, and then you got the UFC event. So you want to pay for UFC, you can also get WWE as well in a package deal. I'm telling everybody right now, and you know the best thing about that is what I just said. I have no news to back that up. I don't need a report. Respect to everybody in the game who wants to be a reporter, a journalist, all of that. Respect to you guys. But I don't need that. I have two eyes. I'm very knowledgeable about this. WWE is soon going to transform. They might not do it in a couple years. I don't know. But I do think it will happen at a rapid pace. WWE will have their premier live events. It might be on Netflix. Fuck it. It might be on Netflix. I don't know. But TKO, they want that money. They want that cheddar. So in their eyes, they're going to be like, man, fuck Netflix. Let's put the premier live events on ESPN Plus. And we got the UFC. So let's put them in a bundle. All I'm saying is we're going to get something like that. I believe that is going to be the ultimate plan from TKO to the WWE. We'll see what happens, man. Now, Walter Lesler of New Orleans and company noted TKO's internal corporate changes, including a new Las Vegas based live event strategy team. They're gonna go to Vegas. And how y'all feeling about that, man? How y'all feeling about that? Now, hopefully it's not like as frequent and it's not, You know what I mean? Going all the way and all this other stuff. But yeah, they're definitely gonna probably go to Las Vegas quite a lot. Like quite a lot. It might be at 42. It might be at 45. We don't know. But I'm really interested to hear your guys' perspectives on it. Please comment down below on YouTube the opinions that you have with what I said on today's episode, today's video. Do you guys think that WWE and UFC are ultimately going to come in a bundle with ESPN Plus? Because I think that's going to happen. I just think that's going to happen. TKO is building WWE like UFC with the endorsements on the mats. It's crystal clear. You guys just got to see it. You feel me? So hopefully you guys enjoyed the Friday Night SmackDown post-show review. I told you I was going to go over more than 10 minutes because I didn't want to make another video talking about this separately. I wanted to plug it in with the Friday Night SmackDown review because this was a big story and I wanted to get my opinions out as quick as possible. So hopefully you guys stay tuned to that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and you guys stayed for the whole video, not just the SmackDown review. You guys stick for the whole video because, like I said, I had a lot to say regarding this WrestleMania situation. Ticket prices continue to go up. It's a sticky situation, man. WWE really needs to be careful. And WWE, I don't even want to say WWE. I want to mainly say TKO. I'm telling you, Triple H don't want to do the shit that he has to do, bro. The stuff that he has to say, I know this dude don't want to do it. Proven point, case in point, he wants SmackDown to go back to 2 hours. But it looks like they're going to stay 3 hours as of now. TKO, man. People are saying TKO was the worst decision to happen in WWE. Oh, boy. Not looking good. Not looking good. But, yeah, Triple H, it sucks, man. But it is what it is at the end of the day, man. It's all about the money. It's all about the Benjamin baby. You feel me? So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, like I said, in the comments down below on YouTube. Comment down below on your thoughts on this video, my opinions, and your guys' opinions. I'm curious to know how y'all feel about everything that transpired today when it comes to WrestleMania and the crazy news that even the pro wrestlers and people in the industry are pretty surprised with what's going on with the WWE. It's all on TKO, man. Don't blame Triple H. It's all on The Rock, TKO. The Rock, man. False promises, this and that. And he's going to want to take over WWE, man. Mark my words. His plan, he's going to want to take over WWE for real, for real. So let's see what happens. I'll keep you guys up to date on any other news that happens this weekend. I will make an official announcement tomorrow, earlier in the day, before NXT. If I'm going to cover NXT on Sunday, I will let you guys know. And yeah, man, hopefully things are good. I will check out AEW, see what AEW does tomorrow night too. I'll give you all my opinions on AEW as well on social media. But like I said, this is a WWE based channel, but appreciate y'all tapping in to the Wrestling Takeover podcast, the most creative and honest podcast within the wrestling community, man. I'll see y'all next time for a brand new video right here on the channel and on the official podcast. Y'all take care.